Today I'm gonna introduce you to no other than my wife, Zani. Let me tell you, I have been waiting for Zani for so long. So today we're gonna do a series of pulls. Probably, I'm gonna X6 this unit at some point, but in video, I'm gonna do, I don't know, let's see how many we get. Let me tell you, Wuthering Waves is the gacha game that makes me the happiest in terms of oh my god, 30 pulls and we got it? It's crazy! Let's go! Let me see how this sounds.
What's the first thing on today's to-do list?
Oh my god. The first things on the to-do list. Oh, I've been waiting for these units for so long. So basically I'm building a spectral frazzle damage. And I pull on Zani. I have a really good Zani, I think. And I really wanted to have... What am I saying? I have a really good Phoebe. And I really wanted to have a really good Zani. So I'm gonna be working with Phoebe, Zani, and Spectre Robert. Wuthering Waves is a game that it makes me really happy. That's all I was trying to say. Honestly, I feel like the developer team, the whole leadership team is thinking and reading the feedback and acting over it. So that makes me really happy because it feels like a project that is solid. The story could be better. I think the storytelling could improve. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just for me, it's pretty basic for now. Although I have to say the secondary for Encore was one of the best things that I have seen ever. And I haven't played yet some of the secondaries for the new units, such as Carlota, the other one. A few units. But seriously, this game, I have so many astrites because I've been looking for this moment. So let's see if we can get at least 3 copies. I also need to look at her kit in terms of will it be worth it to have? Oh my god, will I win? No, I hate this guy.
Spirits be gone.
Can we agree that?
Sound.
Can we agree that this is the worst? Lian Jan is the worst 5-star. Can we agree on that? Are you playing Wuthering Waves? Would you agree with me on that one? I honestly think he's the worst. I also need the weapon as well for Zani. I want to have at least 2 copies of the weapon and potentially 6 copies of her. XCO2 or something like that. This game, honestly, So what do I like about this game? I'm jumping without giving you concrete examples. So for example, the exploration is something that I really like. You can move around and discover so many beautiful places, so many chests to open. I love opening chests. It's something, perhaps one reason why I like Call of Duty Warzone. But honestly, the character development could be a bit better in my opinion. If you have read many books and you have played many other AAA games that are really good on a story, Wuthering Waves is not there yet, but the combat is pretty fluent. Will it be this one? Let's go! She's so cute. She's my wife, by the way.
What's the first thing on today's to-do list?
Amazing. An overworker devil. Wow. So, 2 copies. We want to have at least 2 more. So yeah, so I'm feeling, with Wuthering Waves, I'm feeling it's a game that is more game than a gacha. And that's the key thing that I love. And I want to start covering more of Wuthering Waves in this channel because honestly, I think the story is worth sharing and it's worth sharing more feedback with the community. It's worth sharing some showcases. I don't think many people are whaling in this game because you don't need to whale in this game to clear the content, which is something that I really love, to be honest. I come from Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is one of traditional gacha games, and it's so, oh my god, it's so overpriced. And look at this. No! Okay, well, at least I like her more than the lion guy.
Soul
I actually want to build her at some point because I think it could be really good fun to have Genshin as in a team, somewhere in a team, potentially. Although I have better options, of course, but I think at some point I want to build all my units. And it's really easy to build units in this game if you plan in advance and if you are doing your dailies. By the way, another thing that I really love in this game is that doing your dailies is really, really good. It's so easy. It takes nothing from your day, and you have many multiple paths, many ways to achieve your dailies. I'm just in love with this game, honestly. It's a game that I'm recommending to all my friends, just to give you an idea. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis is not a game that I'm recommending to all my friends simply because the barrier of entry from zero to enjoyment there is a bigger gap. So you need to be a bigger nerd to play Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, while I think anyone that likes a bit of gaming and a bit of exploring, a bit of seeing the story developing, it will love Wuthering Waves. So I cannot recommend it enough. Let's go! So beautiful.
What's the first thing on today's to-do list?
So let me tell you more about my pooling strategy, right? Basically, in this game, well, first of all, you don't need to pull on 5-star units because you can clear the content with 4 stars, although they do help. They do help a lot. My pooling strategy this is my roster, right? So I have Phoebe, Spectre, and now Zani is going to come here. Carlota, Camellia, Ceci, Gian, Calcharo, Verena, Anchor, Mortefi, and Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper I need to level up because I just got it a few days ago and I was... Oh my god, she's the best. Look at this. So beautiful. My god. So my pooling strategy is I was waiting for Zani because now I have an Omega super meta team with Phoebe, Zani, and Spectro Robert, or Shorekeeper if I need a healer. And after this, I'm going to be saving fully until one of those things happen. Either Scar drops or Genshin. I don't think I will pull on the crazy girl that is coming or Palova something. Anyway, the one that we saw in the story, I don't think I will pull on that one because it's just not... I mean, I think it's really hot. I think it's really interesting that a unit has an eye patch. I love that. I used to love Sarakik and Patchy as well in Bleach. But I prefer saving and going all in for a unit. Let's see what we have here. Casting targeted action or forcible repose gives a 50% spectral damage bonus for 14 seconds. Insane. Resonance skill heavy slash nightfall can be interrupted. Insane. That's so OP. And the other one, crit rate increased by 20%. The damage multiplier of targeted action and forcible repose is increased by 80%. Super insane. When in Inferno mode, every one blaze consumed increases the last stage damage multiplier of the subsequent resonance liberation. The last stands by 8%, max at 1200%. The one after is when intro skill immediate execution is cast, the attack of all resonator in the team is increased by 20%. This is super useful because then you can do this and then Phoebe can continue and complete the fight. Oh, wow. So you intro, play a bit with her, swap. Insane. The damage multiplier of Resonance Liberation Rekindle is increased by 120%. Okay. Nice. And then the last one, my god, the damage multiplier of Heavy Slash, Daybreaker, Heavy Slash, Dawning, Heavy Slash, Nightfall, and Heavy Slash, Light Smash are increased by 40%. Every Blaze consumed increases the damage multiplier of Heavy Slash, Nightfall by 40% on hit. Gain following effects when in Inferno mode. When Blaze is lower than 70, restore 70 Blaze immediately. This effect is triggered once in Inferno mode. Within 8 seconds after entering Inferno mode, Zani will remain standing with at least 1 HP if hit by a fatal blow. I think the last ability is way too powerful. I think it's way too powerful. Even though it's an XC, so it's hidden behind a paywall, etc. I think it's way too powerful because, I mean, I love Zani, right? But I think being honest about this one. One of the things I love about this game, and I honestly really love about this game, is that some attacks are one-shot attacks, especially with some monsters, and depending on the enemies, they one-shot you. And that's something that I really love, actually, because in a way, I think it's extremely positive that an attack could one-shot you, because that means there is no wailing that could save you from that, right? So you need to get good. Now, with introducing these kind of things, it really helps whales, but it creates a bigger divide, which I come from a game that is fully catered for whales. There is little room for, like, all the end game content is for whales. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can play casual, of course, but and I come from that kind of game, and yeah, I will prefer if they focus on things that will, help you with damage and things like that. But this like thing of saving you and remaining with 1 HP, I think is just so powerful. Let's see who we got here. In a way, oh!
All right. What's the first thing on today's to-do list?
Coffee in the morning. Is this coffee? Will you say it's coffee? Or will you say it's something else? I only have 5,000 left, so I don't think I will get it. So this is probably going to be the video. I will see if I can get the weapon in the last pulls. All right. Not really. Last one. Oh! I love, another thing that I love is that in gacha games, it's so predatory to play gacha games, right? But in this one, at least the weapon is guaranteed. There is no teasing. I think they should remove the whole 50% chance. Like, I really didn't want to get another Lion BS and the other Resonator. If those would have been 2 more copies of Zani, I actually will spend more money in the game. Which is funny, but something that, like, yeah, they didn't release the new skins. So let me see. Zani, I can get 1 copy, and I'm missing a few of these blue things to get yet another copy. Very interesting. Very interesting. By the way, they also released the anniversary banner, but like, why will I pull on these units? So I have Jian. I don't have Jinlin. I have Ceci. I don't have Xiang Liao. I have Phoebe. I'd rather save rather than pulling here. I think a good reward could have been 10 pulls here, or 5 pulls here, just for the anniversary, to be honest. Or even better. So actually, let me change that. I think a better reward would have been 5 pulls only in the anniversary weapon banner, so that you can get some chances to get one of these weapons. So some people will be lucky, some people wouldn't, but it's part of the gacha. But I guess people will say that I'm being too greedy and companies should earn more money and something like that. I don't know. All right, so this leave us with Zani level 70, which I can level up now, and E3. No, 4. S4. How do you call it? S4, C4? Because it's called combine, resonance change. So maybe RC4, resonance change, RC4, but it's called combine. So combine 4, resonance change 4. S4 sounds like,
Today will be a fine
why would you
day.
say S4? That sounds like Honkai Starbucks, right?
I'll do my best.
Right.
Anything I can...
Zani level... Oh my god, so many things to level up. All right, I will do those things off stream, and I need to find my echoes. I think I already have a template for what I'm gonna use on her. 2 more copies, which I will probably also get off stream. Yeah, I really wanted to max her out. I'm sure she can solo so many content. So I could have 1 team with Phoebe alone, 1 team with Zani, My Phoebe is really good. Look at this. 68%, 289. And the extra is heavy attack damage bonus, 34%, 15.8. I don't know. What do you think? Is it really good? The only thing that I think is missing is more energy regen. Energy regen is a bit low, so sometimes it takes a lot of time to do the ultimate. But yeah, a session of pulling on Wuthering Waves. By the way, the thing that I just did, of course, big disclaimer, don't do it if you know, like, why would you pay money on a game? Just maybe there are way better places to spend that money on. I just love this game. I want to support this game. I'm not paying for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis anymore, or maybe I will buy a stamina pack every now and then. So I wanted to support this game, and I always try to send a message of like, be mindful that all these things that we put on games, they will vanish, they will go away. So it's like you're paying for fun in a way, but you can also play for free. You can play for free, and you don't need to put any dollar here. So be mindful with that. Be wise about your investments. And this is it. If you like this type of content, please consider throwing a like and subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, cheerios. Bye-bye.